Hi class, in example 4, we're actually finding the lowest common denominator, or the LCD, and all they want us to do is to find it. So they don't want us to add the fractions, subtract them, or do anything with them. So in this case, the LCD, so let me just rewrite it as the LCD is equal to the LCM of, we're looking at 10 and 8. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to express both of these numbers in their prime factor form. So we're looking at the values of 10 being 2 times 5, and then the values of 8 happens to be, well, technically 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 to the third. And therefore, the LCD is equal to the maximum of the 2's. So therefore, let me actually box in my prime factorization so you see where I'm getting the values. And maximum of the 2's, you're comparing 2 to 2 to the third. So that would be the 2 to the third times maximum of the 5's. There's 1 5, so we have to include the 5. So in this case, the LCD happens to be 40. And the process is going to be the same for the rest of the problems. We're looking at your fractions, and then we're also assuming that they're simplified. In this case, these two are simplified. Then we will start by looking at the LCMs, and then once you find the LCMs, that's technically your LCD. Let's take a look at another one that has larger values. Oh, but this one's actually easy. Now, notice that both fractions are actually already in lowest terms, so nothing to do there. So therefore, the LCD on this one is equal to, well, it'll be 5 times the values of 13, which is going to give us 65. And there's nothing to do here in terms of prime factorization because both of these values are actually prime. Let's take a look at problem 6, and in this case, well, the LCD, it's going to be equivalent to, and let me break both of these values. So I'm looking at 30 and the values of 75. So 30, you can break it down as 5 times 6, or 5 times 3 times 2. And let me put them in order. This is 2 times 3 times 5. That's going to be the prime factorization of 30. And then 75, we could break it down as, this will be 3 times 25, or 3 times 5 times 5, or 3 times 5 to the second. And it's important here that we're expressing the 5 to the second power so that we don't forget that there's actually 2 5's. And at this point, let me actually calculate the LCD. The lowest common denominator is going to include a 2 since, well, the 30 has a 2, then a single 3, and then a 5 to the second. So please multiply those. But we're looking at times 25, 150. This one, the numbers just got a little bit large, but that's actually it. And then I just want to point out that as you're collecting the LCD, maximum of the 5's, 5 to the second. Let's move on to problem 7. And in problem 7, one of the fractions needs to be simplified. So in this case, let me rewrite the 20 over the 8y, and we can express this as 4 times 5, and then 4 times 2y, and we can cancel the 4's. So the original fraction is going to be now 5 over 2y. And when you find the LCD, you're technically looking at your fractions in lowest terms, so they have to be reduced. So that means that you're looking at 3 over 2x, and the second fraction is just going to be 5 over the values of 2y. So your LCD is equal to, you have to contain a 2, you have to contain an x, and a y. So this will be 2xy. And notice that, same as we did before, we're only looking at the denominators. Since there's no x's on the top, you have to contain that x because it technically represents a variable. And same idea with the y's. That's it for problem 7. Let's move into problem 8. And the only good news on problem 8 is that the fractions are already reduced, nothing to cancel. We cannot cancel the 2's or the 3's. So your LCD is going to consist of, and you're looking at these as if there were values being multiplied times a 1, meaning the entire quantity of x plus 1. Since you're comparing x plus 1 from both, you have to contain an x plus 1. And then the other one is going to be x minus 3. So same idea as the previous problems. As long as you contain one of the variables, it has to be included in your LCD. As we did earlier, if you contain 2, you have to include it in the LCD. Except that on problem 8, your values happen to be as sums, meaning x plus 1 is one term and x minus 3 is another term. And that's actually it for problem 8. We'll put the rest of the problems on another video.